go ahead and cancel bringing the full 3 on my authority.
Well, folks, it's a scary time. So Hurricane Helene is not even really close to us yet. And it's not even really getting right on top of us. There's a whole lot of folks that are in a whole lot worse shape than we are. But I am leaving Megan and Josh's new house. It's Thursday night. The storm's really not even supposed to get here. Oh my word. The storm's not even supposed to get here until tomorrow. I'm gonna flip
We should have gone over there and ripped your tractor. I thought about it, got your tractor. You gotta be honest, I got chicken wings in that freaking bridge.
I don't blame you.
But in 1979, the damn water, when you go down,
It is about 1:45 Friday, and it's not good. I've not left. I've been up since about 4:30. I think it's over, but I can't get out. And I need to get out because neighbors are texting me. Cell phones are pretty much useless. Mine's not working at all. Neighbors are texting us saying that stuff's not good. Corn maze is pretty much shot, but this is in the way. So I'm gonna get this moved out of the way, then go up on the river and see what's going on. All right, well, got the driveway cleared. I'm gonna go get Maddie and I'm gonna go assess damage. Looks like the corn maze, I got a little flustered there when I was trying to film a second ago. I looked up and my neighbor was out. Talking to a camera in front of people is a little embarrassing, so I hurried up and got off. But looks like the corn maze might be finished. I'll let you do in a second. There was the entire activity section was completely underwater, completely, and like I was stuck in the driveway or at the house because of the driveway, and my buddy was out and about. I got a message from a neighbor that said that the water was up to my tractor, so he said he went to go move it, and he drove it by the exit of the maze, which is a long ways from a creek, and said that the water was touching his feet when he was on the tractor. That's the little open station tractor, so not good. I'm gonna get her and we'll show you what's going on here. Oh my. Their building's in water. Holy shit. They don't. They got their tractor out of that shed. That's good. I was worried about that. I bet it's up to it. Oh no. So this is unlike anything that I've ever seen. This is not good. Yeah, there's a kayak. So Lou's Canoes is completely underwater. Well, I do believe the corn maze is finished. Somebody's trailer's washed up in the center. Our tent is destroyed. The little tiny creek over there is a raging creek now. It's gone down from what it was, because when I talked to my buddy, the water was, well, all of the hay is gone. There were 100 and some bales of hay right here. They're gone. Porta-johns are over. My tractor's okay up there. Haunted corn maze is pretty much done for, but this corn is demolished. There is no maze. So here's the entrance. I'm going to turn to make the first lift, and the corn's down. This isn't good. Not good. So far, this is the worst thing that I've ever seen, I think. I do believe. So, we're sorry. She doesn't have makeup on. We are gonna go see if we can't find something to eat and go up to the farm. And I'm worried about what we're gonna find. We just drove by a buddy's house down there by the river, and his house is underwater. Not all the way, but he had a brand new back deck that he just built, and the water is over the back deck and kind of into the house. He just had a look at his face. It was very, very sad. Well, we'll keep going to see what all we find. Well, folks, we had tried whenever we left to get to the farm. That was the goal. And we got to about halfway, and a very high water bridge, the water was touching it, and water was in the road way far away from the river. And we got turned around, told we couldn't go any farther. Like I had said earlier, I did get a call from our neighbor. Finally got in touch with her again. And it doesn't sound good. So all the hay that we had rolled at the corn maze and put under the tarp, and a good other chunk of first cutting is gone. Josh's tractor, the cab tractor that we use, was about 6 inches sticking out of the water. The hay baler is gone, washed down the river. It sounds like all of the water drinkers that got put in. It can't be all of them. I'm going to say probably 2 of them. I think that the 2 concrete ones is what she was talking about. They're gone. All the new fence is gone. So it could be worse. There's people right here in the county that have lost their life to this storm. So I'm not going to complain too awful much because we're here and we're healthy. But I don't know that the bridge is there. She couldn't see because they can't see the bridge from their house, and there was a landslide blocking the road till they couldn't get farther up the road to see. So, and it's still underwater. The water still hasn't even crested. Whenever we left this morning, I took some videos down here below the house, and it's higher now. Whenever we just came home, buddy's house was down there. It's even more so underwater. A whole pole barn his dad had beside his house is gone. It's floating. There's houses that are vanished. It's like they weren't there anymore. So far, it's not looking good for the whole county. I'm gonna keep this video going because hopefully by tomorrow I can make it up there and kind of see what's going on. I don't know if the cows made it because I can't get there. I hope they got to higher ground, but where I saw them last night when I came through, when it was already up, there were some of them out already. It would have been underwater. So I don't know. We'll see tomorrow. I'll take you with me. Here's some pictures from Friday, right as the storm was starting to end and the water hadn't crested yet. You can kind of see where the water got to on the barns. Luckily, some of the things she saw going down the river were not mine. So you'll see those here in just a second. Well, folks, this is devastating times for the entire county. I'm gonna try my best to not complain about my problems for the rest of this video, because there's people that lost absolutely everything. Houses were picked up, moved, houses were completely demolished, folks were washed away in vehicles. It's just tragic. I was talking to a neighbor up at the farm yesterday, and he was telling me that his mother was alive for the 40 flood. And if you talk to people that have been raised here in the county, there's a few floods that people talk about. The 40 flood, Hugo, and there was a flood in the 70s that people talk about too. My dad always said that on Hurricane Hugo, it was the highest he had ever seen it, that the water came to the steps beside the road, like the driveway to take you up into the yard. And he said, I wasn't alive for it, but during the 40 flood, he said, your granny was alive for it. She said that the water was touching the steps of the house. Well, I was talking to this old fella that was the neighbor, and he said that his mother, she was 90 something, I forget how old he said she was, but they took her out and she was looking at where the water had been, and she said this was worse than the 40 flood. It did come to the steps of the house. The entire barn, the whole bottom layer of my hay's gone inside the barn. I'll just show you all that when I get up there. I'm going to try to get across to my side. I'm going to have to take a different road and park kind of far away and walk in. I'm on my way now to go grab my trailer from Cousin John, and I'm going to take my side by side up there with me because it's down here at the house. This is going to be a long video, but I don't know how else to do it. But it's just going to be long. That's all there is to it, I guess. But I'm going to try to get over there because I don't know. All I could see was stuff from the road yesterday. So I'm going to try to get on my side of the river today and see what I can do. Really, today I'm just going to go try and see how many cows are gone. Yesterday I could only see 4. So we're going to attempt that today, and I'll take you all along with me to see some of this tragic mess. It's down here in Jefferson. And in West Jefferson, like last night, Maddie and I, we don't have power still. We don't have water. So last night we just decided we wanted something hot to eat. We just decided we were going to go downtown and get a burger downtown. And when we went in downtown in West Jefferson, the restaurant was full of tourists still. And it just rubbed me the wrong way that there's people who their entire livelihood, their entire life is gone from this storm. There's people still stuck in their houses and can't get out because roads are gone. The roads are just completely washed out, and there's no getting to a whole lot of people. We don't know how many people still need help. We don't know how many people could be in their house under 7 feet of mud because a mudslide came. There's so many people that we don't know this about. And there's still people just walking around acting like nothing's going on, and it just ticks me off. But down here, it doesn't look that bad. Along the river back there, below the house, you can tell some things happen. But when you get into Jefferson, West Jefferson, there's nothing to show that we had a lifetime level storm. But when you go up towards the farm and you go into Lansing and you go to Helton, and it's a completely different world. People are just having to travel around in four-wheelers in places because cars can't go anywhere. It's heartbreaking. Parts of the county are going to be without power for weeks and weeks and weeks. Megan and Josh, we got them moved into their new house Thursday night. We did finally make contact with them yesterday. Until then, we didn't know anything. If they were okay, anything. We got word that they were about out of food, but they were okay. That's the message I got from somebody with the state park. But later I talked to them. They had made it out. They weren't able to come towards our town. They had to go out the back way and go to Boone. And honestly, it's going to be months before they can come to town. Like for Josh to come to the farm, he's not going to be able to for months unless he goes to Boone and then comes back to West Jefferson and goes up that way because the roads are gone. There's nothing there. It's heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. But I'm going to stop running my mouth and we'll get up there here in just a little bit.
Unit 41 to COC.
Well, there's my hay tarp. It was evidently to the top of the roof on the old tenant house
Anthony, I
here.
can't advise from a passerby, we need somebody to go up to Old Apple Red for a welfare check.
This fence, of course, is gone. There's a couple strands of wire there.
I can't advise from a passerby, we need somebody to go do a welfare check up Old Apple Road. Have somebody trapped up that way.
Oh my.
Okay, the veterinary
So the posts and all are gone.
10-4. Okay, the upper end. 10-4, correct? Okay. Anthony, any other place, just holler back and let me know.
There's the new fence
10-4, will do.
gone. Oh, Jesus. I see cows. I see cows by the house. Water's flowing.
Go ahead.
It is full of mess.
Okay. All of our areas that's not been
But
gained
it's-
for the most part will be around Phase 3,
You can
Windland
see
Ridge, East Windland.
up in the woods there, it's the woods are destroyed. Over at Aunt Eloise' house, the woods are destroyed. This whole gap is destroyed. But we have cows, folks, in front of the house. All of this is just completely demolished. Some posts are still good. We don't have many cows, but we've got some. The water was almost up to the windows of the barn. Right here my entire life. The load out that they used to use to load cattle into trucks. It's gone. The center section of the barn is gone. My hay in here is, I smell it already. It's probably gone. Yeah. I don't know. We'll pull it out of there in a while and see what happens. So the center alleyway here, there was the roof that connected everything, is now gone. I'm sure water was flowing into the barn right there. Well, that's still up. The woods up there are demolished. So far, everything's fixable. I'm here. Mom's here. Megan's here. Kids are here. Josh is here. Hey, girls! I'm gonna try to get into the house, although I think I left my house key all the way back at my truck. They think they're in trouble because they're out. I'm gonna try and run. Well, I'm gonna keep assessing some stuff here and I'll get back with you. Here's the other section of the new fence. And I can't get back to anything. I'm stuck with no way to get anywhere. Just got word that a very large bridge in the county is about to fail. So that is tragic on top of everything else. Pulled these posts out of the ground. Man. There's a dumpster here in the river. The bridge I don't think is going to make it. I don't know how it could with all this stuff on it. It's got to be weak. And with it being weak and all of this on it, I just don't know. Every bit of this fence out through here's gone. There is a trailer washed up to the bridge. I can't believe this rock is still here, to be completely honest. That's pretty surprising. There's a camper. That's, I don't know what that is. Camper, I think. There's not going to be any getting across this for a long time. There's another dumpster.
Unit C on the left.
I just don't know where to even begin. I don't know where you even start. I need to get my saw, which means I've got to go all the way back to where I came from, because I can't get, I've got to go across the hill to look for cows, and I can't get through anywhere without having a saw. Absolutely awful. Let's see how high the water was through here. There's a paint can in that tree up there. About 10 foot high in the road. Well, I'm going to try to figure out a way to get to my stuff. And then we'll go look for cows. Our culvert that we put in that had been working so good is now under a whole lot of gravel. Looks like the hay mower may have made it. It might be completely destroyed, but it's here. All my fencing stuff is gone. I'm afraid that's going to be demolished. I'm afraid. So everything else that was here, how these stayed laying here, I don't know, but our digger's here, bush hog's here, scrape blades here, and that scrape blade's here. The hay that was here is gone. Dang, bees. The tractor, on the other hand, I don't know. So I was told, hey girls, the driveway is not a driveway anymore. So this thing is going to have to, oh shit. So change all the fluids. Maybe it'll run again. I don't know. All right, let's start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7. We gotta find some more. Girls, I'm glad you made it. The driveway is unlike anything I've seen. look at this, video here, okay, the river is here beside me. Okay, it goes right back through here in a curve, follows this huge bank, and let me zoom in a little for you here. Goes behind this rubble here, and that's a steep bank that goes down right in there. You can see the field on the other side of the river over there. Okay, let me zoom out. So the river was on the hood of that tractor. It was in the basement of the house. I just peeked in and there's water in the basement. It was almost to the windows of that barn. So this entire field was river, and you can tell everything's just washed over. Everything's laying down. There was a fence through here, it's gone. Lots of stuff gone. And now it's just a calm, sunny day. River's back down in its banks. Everything seems normal, but it's far from normal. Far. So I'm kind of stuck having to walk back to the truck. There's no way I can get the four-wheeler all the way back down through that guy's field back to my truck. And I can't get across the hill because of stuff that's in the way. So I'm gonna walk back to the truck, get the saw, come back, cut that stuff out of my way, and try to get over the hill, at least to the top of the hill, and walk the rest of the way to check on the cows on the other side. That's the plan as of now. So let's see what happens. Everybody's here. Praise God. They're here. Now I couldn't really film it, but Ed Little Road is gone. I can't make it. See, girls, couldn't make it past where the cows were at. I went up the road maybe 20 yards and the pavement's just torn up. So I can only go that way, which I've got a stupid trailer with me. Had I not had a trailer, I probably could have maneuvered through there, but I can get through there with my four-wheeler or my side-by-side if I have to, but I can't figure out. I'm gonna go back down here. Now that I know that the cows are all here, everything else is just awful, but it's not fixable. I'm gonna pull down here and take the saw in, cut that tree out, and try to get the four-wheeler till I can get it out. If I get it out, then I'll have a way to get to and from up here. So that'll help. So we'll make the journey back. This out here is just, it doesn't even look like the same place anymore. It's just flat. Everything's gone, fence is gone, road's gone. And I'll keep going out through here, see what all I find. Well, this fence somehow magically is still here. It's just full of junk. Damn, there's a four-wheeler. Side by side, somebody's. So you can't really tell here But this is a huge mound that didn't used to be here. It's just nothing but mud through here. The woods torn apart. So from what I'm being told, they think a tornado touched down. And honestly, if you look in this area, it's like a perfect line back in this way where stuff's just broken and ripped up. And if you look straight across the river, it's like in a straight line. Did something over there, but then right down the road here, ooh, zoomed in way too far. Right down the river, right in there is where I was showing you earlier beside Aunt Eloise's house. This down here may never be passable again. I don't know. It looks like there's so much stuff down here we'll never be able to clear it. Solar fence charger. See, it's washed in so much sand and dirt here, but this is the problem. I don't think we'll ever be able to go through here again. We may just have to clean out the old road up here on top. I mean, this is just a wall. There's trees falling, and when the trees fell, it just acted like a big net and just caught all sorts of mess. I don't know how you cut that up there without dying. I don't know. This is scary. Heartbreaking. Part of a washing machine. Oh, mercy. I don't even know what to do. Don't know where to start. The heck is that? I don't know what that is. I don't want to open it. This stuff's so nasty. I'm gonna work on getting inside the four-wheeler back across the hill, but with the amount of trees that have blown down, my trail to get over the hill is probably gone. It'll take so long to get it over there, might not be worth trying. I'll get to the top of the hill and see how far I can get. I don't know. Well, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and end this thing. It's the saddest thing that I've ever seen for this community in this county. Part of me wishes that I'd been sitting right here to see it, but then again, I don't, because everything that you see behind me that's green would be river. The whole bottom down here was water. I don't know where the county begins to build things back and to get things back to normal, because we're at such a a low point. I don't know how we're going to do it, but the folks here are strong, hard-working people, and I know they'll figure out a way to do it. If you're watching this soon, pray for everybody in the high country of North Carolina, because this is not good. If you're watching this 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 6 months from now, you know, it could happen again. That's what we need to remember. I'm hopeful that it doesn't. I'm hopeful that this is what they call the 100-year flood. I hope this was the 100-year flood and I never have to see it again. For the ones of you that have lost family members, our hearts go out to you. For the ones of you that have lost your homes and your businesses, our hearts go out to you as well. But this is a tough blow for everybody, and we're going to need help. I did hear a moment ago that they're flying in some help from all over. We've got teams coming for power, teams coming for to build roads, and teams coming to cut out trees and things like that. I'm constantly, as you've seen me for the last couple days when I've been doing this video, we've been using radios constantly because cell signal's out. There is none. That's not entirely true. There's signal in town, but once you get from Radio Hill on back this direction, there's nothing. So I've been traveling with a radio constantly, as if I didn't do that before, but I've been constantly listening to the scanner, and it's Sunday. Storm happened Friday. It's Sunday at 2:41, and they're still having to try and get to people. So this is going to be a long process, but we'll get through it with some help and a whole lot of praying. So folks, we'll catch you on the next one. Everything that I've shown you to this point has been erased as far as the farm goes. The only thing that's going to be the same from here on is the land and the cows. Everything we worked so hard for this summer's gone. That fence is gone, hay's gone. So we're going to have to restart. I'll take you along with me. See you on the next one.